Monique speaks on Steve Harvey and accuses the Wayans family of stealing her joke in the movie White Chicks. What? All right, I want to hear it in.
Your jokes, like, have you seen or heard any of your jokes ever being repurposed, recycled, or stolen?
Oh, I got one.
Tell it, child. Tell it.
Remember White Chicks?
Yeah, I saw that movie, child.
Where they blew the powder?
I saw that with you and Ricky Smiley, right?
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Steve Harvey is my brother.
Yes.
And I love him. I want to be clear.
Yes.
However, I am the sister that is going to tell the truth. Okay?
Yes.
My husband is the brother that's going to tell the truth.
Yes.
So when Steve Harvey said on that show, and he said, Mo, your husband can't be out here flexing like he do. He can't be who he is. Like what he said, he can't be who he is when he comes
a joke
out here. Let me tell you what that meant, James. Because again,
we don't want the world to hear this and drag them like Monique and I have been, quote unquote, an attempt to be dragged. We just, again, want to say, brother, you our family. Recognize that. Come on back. Let's do it the right way, because it's not going to work.
Bro, when people start coming in, it's like that. I don't even know if it's both of them playing good cop, but when people start talking about, see, we not trying to. I'm not trying to say this, but when that but comes, you already know. Yeah, they are trying to say that. You know what I'm saying? They try to say that as nice as possible, but that's what they're trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
But in the long run, when you're doing things for people that really are oppressing you, and it's all just for money. When a man says,
they did say it is all for that money, y'all. It is for that moolah. You know what I'm saying? They say nothing's greater than that moolah, that bread, that chiba, that green, that blue, whatever color your currency, the highest currency is. They say that's the almighty dollar, almighty pound, almighty euro, almighty naira, almighty sefa, or whatever currency you believe, you got over there. You know what I mean? It's that bread.
Want me to scream how many black people come on our show when we went over to see Steve? And he says, I'm not going to let these folks mess it up with me, his own people. That's when it gets different. Because they want to manage how many black people come on his show.
That's in the audience.
That's in the audience.
Is that true?
That's very true.
Did Danny Strong ever
here
apologize after Monique went on Sway in the morning and brought the emails that proved that she was actively up for the role of Cookie Lyons on Empire, after he went on record and said that Monique was not being considered for the role, and she provided documented proof stating that she was? Did he ever apologize for that?
James, I'm going to answer that for you in 1 second, okay?
Okay.
This is what I want to know. Who can we speak with when we're done? We'll call them up and tell them how thorough you are. This is out of 30 plus years, this has been one of the best interviews I've ever had.
Bruh, the game of what, the Hollywood game is getting crazy because everybody is coming up with their own thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's something always going on now in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Since the whole, what they call that thing? The strike. Now it's a whole thing. The Diddy thing, the this, the that, the that. Everybody now got, you know what I'm saying, Taraji stuff. Woo, woo. Hollywood is now busy with the news again.
Somebody was so thorough. And to answer that, Danny Strong has never said anything to me.
Apologize.
I have no idea who Danny Strong is.
Other than he knew that he was his producer.
Yeah. If Danny Strong walked down the street and said hello, Monique, I would not know how. I wouldn't know to say, hey, Danny Strong. I have no idea who that man is. So no, he's never said anything to me.
What the heck? It's an awkward silence moment right here. It's just silence.
Which is, we know what that phrase means. Do you think there'll be a shift in the right direction in terms of opportunities in Hollywood with no strings being attached?
That's a good one, James.
Hell no. The answer to that's hell no. You know what Hollywood? Come on, bro. We all know what Hollywood is. Let's hear her response first.
You, Monique.
You know what? I think, unfortunately, that's a part of this industry.
I said it.
Unfortunately, because it's been since the beginning of Hollywood. I
said it. I said, you know what Hollywood is, bro. It's been there since the very beginning, bro. It's been, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like it's just like how people talking about like secret societies and stuff in the U.S. and all that. It's not just the U.S. Every country, from the inception of the country, there's people behind the strings pulling the strings. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just behind the scenes pulling the strings. So it's just like that's just how it is. Every organization, everything. There's always people behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That's just the face of it, but there's always somebody behind the scenes making shit happen. So you know what I'm saying? Calling the shots. So hey.
Watch the movies from the beginning. You see this. So unfortunately, James, I think that's just a part of this industry. Now, would I like for some people to be at the helm that says, listen, y'all, we just want the best talent. We want to do great business, and we want everybody to go home and be happy. Of course. I would really like that to happen.
Cheers.
We would all like that to happen, but you know what I mean? Reality is shit, you know what I mean? So, all right. From what I understand her saying, she's saying like they don't allow a lot of black folks in Steve Harvey interviews or something like that. Let's read this. So it says Monique took the time to give her thoughts on Steve Harvey after Cat Williams' viral interview with Shannon Sharp. In an exclusive interview with James R. Sanders, Monique explained how things went left in her friendship with Harvey once she made an appearance on the Steve Harvey talk show in 2020. She says, when Steve Harvey sat on that show and he said, Mo, your husband can't be out here flexing like he do. He can't be who he is when he come out here. Let me tell you what that meant, she shared. During that time, Monique says she and her husband manager, Sydney Hicks, were working on landing her a potential deal for a talk show that was going to have the same producers as the Steve Harvey show. She went on to explain that during a meeting, the producers was telling Harvey's business and shared to him how much he was getting paid, which was a major turnoff for them. My husband said, number one, my wife considers the man her brother, and number two, he's my frat brother, and we don't play like that. Monique said, please don't share the man's business with us, because if you share his business with us, you share our business with someone else. Monique continues to explain, and that's okay, that's hard. Okay, now I'm understanding better. That's hard. That's a good approach. Monique continues to explain that they told Harvey about the incident and allegedly went back to producer and said, man, sometimes my frat brothers can be a little fanatical. Man, that ain't nothing. I'll take care of it. One shocking detail in the conversation is when Monique's husband claimed Harvey monitored the number of black people in his show, because Harvey was scared that too many black people on camera would mess up his sponsors. I'm not going to let these niggas mess it up for me, Hicks said Harvey told him. So I was right. That's what that. Damn. So they were on some stand-up joint, and he was more on some like just simping type joint to, for the job. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. If this is true, that's crazy. I don't know if this is really true, but you know what I'm saying? We heard what she said, you know what I'm saying? And I just read this whole thing just so we could be sure, to be clear on what we actually heard. And it seemed like they were on some stand-up joint, and you know what I mean? And I know for sure, I think Steve Harvey's a Q, and that means her husband must be a Q. But yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? If he really was, you know what I'm saying, they went on and was like, hey, don't tell our business. And then when the producer went and told him about the stuff, he's like, hey, man, they're on some extra joint, man. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. I'm going to take her. They on some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? When they're trying to stand up for him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. You know what I'm saying? And then he talking about you don't want, you know what I'm saying? And I get that. We all get what he's saying when it comes to the whole idea of, oh man, niggas be messing shit up. We get that, but that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. It just like as we say with every race, it just depends on who you bring to your thing. But we get it when people be like, hey man, black folks be the problem for black folks on. We get that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is a problem for everybody's own situation. We get that, but you still want to promote your people, so you just pick wisely. But the idea is we trying to promote, we trying to build. You know what I'm saying? As a community. You know what I'm saying? And as a human race. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be picking people based on stuff like that. But hey, that's crazy. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation, because I ain't gonna lie, seeing that I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's wild. All right.